In the previous episode, Princess Llewellyn, stunned by Duke Olmondite's engagement proposal, urged him to join her in the glass house for a private discussion. Upon their arrival, she proceeded to mock the Duke mercilessly, leaving him utterly disheartened. However, the Duke composed himself and, approaching the princess, assured her that he was taking his leave for the time being, but promised a future meeting. Now from here, the scene shifts from the glass house to the princess's residence. Inside her room, Princess Llewellyn, already upset by Duke Olmondite's proposal, sits in front of the mirror, combing her hair while gazing at the part touched by the Duke. A lady servant named Rosalie seeks permission to enter, addressing Princess Llewellyn. Before receiving a response, she enters the room. Disregarding formalities, Princess Llewellyn instructs her to bring a pair of scissors. Rosalie dismisses Princess Llewellyn's request for scissors, claiming she has more important news. She reveals that Duke Olmondite is planning to settle down in the city. Princess Llewellyn, unfazed, expected as much from the hero of the kingdom. However, Rosalie excitedly adds that the Duke's reason for staying is his feelings for Princess Llewellyn. Princess Llewellyn, taken aback, finds the idea horrific. Rosalie, in a contrasting mood, shares that Duke Olmondite has officially declared his support for Princess Llewellyn. She joyfully describes it as the Duke becoming a great patron for Her Highness, implying that with his support, the princess can do anything she wants. Rosalie reflects on the rarity of someone declaring support and imagines a fairy tale-like scene. She suggests that such declarations are dying out, even in the extravagant Bryant, making the Duke's gesture notable. Rosalie attributes his capability to being the revered hero and predicts that things will become quite lively for a while. Rosalie declares that since marriage is frequently the result of supports, perhaps we should start getting ready for the wedding now. Seeing Rosalie's animated state, Princess Llewellyn wonders why she is so excited about her marriage. But seeing Princess Llewellyn's complete silence, she asks her, is everything all right? Still, Princess with hollow gaze contemplates that she knew the Duke would do something, but to think it was to this extent. She furiously holds the comb like a dagger and, by imagining Duke Olmondite face, ponders what a crazy bastard he is. The scene opens to another place where King Bastian and Princess Llewellyn are having tea. King Bastian takes a sip and asks Princess about why is the Duke trying to support her, on which she keeps silence. Gauging Princess Llewellyn's silence expression, King Bastian further asks that don't say she promised the Duke her hand when she was younger. Princess Llewellyn vehemently denies making any such promise and asserts that the Duke acted on his own accord. She reiterates her desire to go to the monastery, emphasizing that her feelings have not changed. She does not expect to live as luxuriously as she used to and she not covet anything. Her only wish is to leave this place as soon as possible. King Bastian, with a saddened expression, acknowledges that he never doubted Princess Llewellyn's wish. However, he admits feeling a bit angry, as he feels deceived, not knowing if Princess Llewellyn had promised her hand to the Duke in the past. Princess Llewellyn, unsure of how to respond, maintains an emotionless demeanor, witnessing her lack of emotional reaction. King Bastian desperately attempts to clarify his stance, expressing that he never doubted her lack of desire for the throne and asking if she is upset with his words. Princess Llewellyn, with a serene smile, reassures him that she is not angry and expresses gratitude for his trust. King Bastian cautiously asks if Princess Llewellyn truly has no feelings for the Duke. Before addressing his doubt, she reflects on whether King Bastian is aware of what transpired between her and the Duke. She then answers, affirming that there is no way she could have developed feelings for the Duke. Hearing her response, King Bastian's heart is put at ease, and he acknowledges her statement, saying, "Right, then, that's fine." As a little time passes, the table is adorned with delicious sweets and their cups are refilled. King Bastian, looking outside, remarks on the warming days and wonders if the sunlight reaches the annex. He suggests that her beloved flowers would blossom more if that were the case. In response, she expresses gratitude with a gentle smile, leaving King Bastian perplexed. Concerned, he asks if there's something on his face that's making her smile. Princess reassures him, stating that she is simply happy and wanted to express her gratitude. She then recalls that the roses in the flower bed were planted by him, seeking confirmation from King Bastian, who readily responds with a yes. But when he realizes it, he becomes flustered, his cheeks turning red, and he awkwardly asks, "Roses? What do you mean?" He quickly adds that he doesn't know what she is talking about. Seeing him get embarrassed, Princess Llewellyn simply smiles. After enjoying her pleasant time with King Bastian, Princess Llewellyn gets ready to take her leave. The king expresses that it was nice seeing her and suggests she continue having tea time often. He bids farewell to Princess by waving his hand in the air, revealing King Bastian's pure affection for his stepsister, Princess Llewellyn. The scene shifts to Princess Llewellyn walking through the palace corridor. Suddenly, barking voices are heard from a direction that startles her. It turns out to be the mischievous dog of Queen Pamela. Queen Pamela, accompanied by her two loyal servants, appears in front of Princess Llewellyn. Recognizing her presence, Princess Llewellyn reflects that she was hoping not to run into Queen Pamela today, but it seems unavoidable now. Showing fake respect, Princess bows in front of Queen Pamela, saying, "Hello, Mother." She contemplates that Queen Pamela is likely agitated by the news of Almondite's proposal. Despite being a powerless princess, marrying the powerful Duke Vicer could grant her influence and pose a threat to King Bastian and Queen Pamela. Without responding to Princess's greeting, Queen Pamela simply walks past her. Surprisingly, she states that Princess Llewellyn should not just brush off the proposal from Duke Almondite. Hearing this, Princess Llewellyn is taken aback, wondering if she heard correctly. Why would Queen Pamela encourage her to get married? Ignoring Princess's confusion, Queen Pamela insists that there's no need for excuses, as everyone already knows about Princess Llewellyn's relationship with the Duke. She straightforwardly advises her to marry him. Perplexed, Princess Llewellyn questions Queen Pamela about the sudden change in her behavior and the reason behind pushing her to marry the Duke. Queen Pamela stops and emphasizes that it's time for Princess Llewellyn to get married. She assures her that someone like Duke Almondite is trustworthy, and Princess can rely on him. As Queen Pamela takes her leave, Princess Llewellyn is left pondering the unexpected reaction from Queen Pamela. It raises questions about the Queen's true intentions. Does she have another scheme in mind to torment Princess Llewellyn? Dear viewers, I apologize for the interruption, but if you are watching this segment without having seen the previous one, it may cause confusion regarding the plot. Please check out those videos to fully enjoy the story. The playlist is pinned at the end of this video. Additionally, if you genuinely enjoy my work and would like me to continue providing amazing content weekly, please subscribe to this channel and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. So, let's start again. As the crystal blue water sparkles in the broad light, Princess Llewellyn walks toward her residence, her mind filled with thoughts about Queen Pamela's intentions. She contemplates whether she should be relieved that the situation with Duke Almondite has come to an end, even though she remains uncertain about Queen Pamela's motives. Upon reaching her residence, Princess Llewellyn notices several royal maids lined up in 2 columns in front of her room. Puzzled, she wonders about the unusual sight and questions the maids in a rather rude manner by asking why they are engaging in an activity they have never done before, speculating if their motivation is to seek a raise in their salary. One of the maids whispers to another about expecting such behavior from Princess Llewellyn, known for her reputedly dirty personality. However, the listening maid advises her companion to stay quiet. Meanwhile, an elderly maid announces to Princess Llewellyn that they have gathered because Duke Almondite has sent presents for her, and they are there to assist in opening them. Perplexed by this revelation, Princess Llewellyn expresses confusion, asking incredulously, "Presents? From me?" The Duke has indeed sent numerous luxurious boxes of gifts for Princess Llewellyn, ranging from small to large. The maids, excluding Princess Llewellyn, are captivated by the sparkling allure emanating from the gifts. Princess Llewellyn, wearing a frustrated expression, contemplates the Duke's extravagant generosity. She wonders if she should check the contents of the gifts, and decides to instruct the maids to open them. Maid Rosalie eagerly prepares to open the first gift. As she unveils it, she is taken aback by the sight of a royal dress. She excitedly exclaims that it's a creation from the hottest designer in the capital. Even if someone manages to secure a reservation, obtaining such a dress would typically involve a 3-year wait. Despite her initial excitement, Rosalie manages to calm herself, realizing that even the first box has surpassed her expectations. She suggests not getting flustered and quickly proceeds to open the second box. To her surprise, the second gift is another blow to her expectations. Inside is a pair of artisan's earrings with brilliant cutting, showcasing the mastery of the craftsman. The earrings radiate a different level of luxurious light, leaving Rosalie astonished. As she prepares to open the third gift, Rosalie anticipates a surprise. However, her pre-alertness doesn't prepare her for what she finds: a bouquet of roses and a rose perfume. This revelation indicates that Duke Almondite aims not only to win Princess Llewellyn's heart with wealth but also through romantic gestures. The sequence of surprises continues as Rosalie opens the remaining gifts. The overwhelming experience drains Rosalie of her strength, and upon reaching the last gift, she conveys to Princess Llewellyn that this is the final one. As Rosalie opens the last box, an extraordinary feeling courses through her veins. Princess Llewellyn watches her melodrama unfold from a corner. Rosalie's mind is blown once again as she discovers a ruby bracelet, prompting her to question its price and origin. The bracelet, at a glance, appears to be from a foreign country, leaving Rosalie in disbelief. Princess Llewellyn is shocked, and Rosalie, along with the other maids, is impressed by the grandeur of the presents sent by Duke Almondite. Each maid expresses that these items look expensive and mentions that it's their first time seeing such luxurious gifts. They believe that the Duke genuinely likes Princess Llewellyn. Princess Llewellyn's emotions are a mix of anger and confusion as she contemplates the ostentatious display of love through jewelry. Princess Lulin gazes at the bracelet, wondering about the potential rumors that will circulate throughout the kingdom due to the Duke's extravagant gifts. Her thoughts are interrupted when she discovers a letter peeking from below the gift. As she opens the letter, she reads the words written by Duke Almondite. The letter extends greetings to Princess Lulin, expressing the Duke's hope that she received the presents well. He emphasizes that he selected the most precious and beautiful items, tailored to her preferences. The Duke pledges to take responsibility for his words and promises to do his best to support her, urging the princess to also take responsibility for her words. Reading the Duke's letter, Princess Lulin loses her temper and angrily crushes the letter, wondering what a stingy bastard Duke Almondite is. She questions if he is offering her such extravagant gifts just because he lost his virginity. In a fit of frustration, she grabs the bracelet and is on the verge of throwing it, but she stops abruptly. She contemplates the possibility of Queen Pamela and Duke Almondite working together to keep her in the kingdom or arrange a marriage. This makes her ponder whether Queen Pamela was previously passive due to their collaboration. Princess Lulin contemplates the possibility of Queen Pamela and Duke Almondite conspiring to arrange her marriage, trapping her in a cage of their making. She believes this is an attempt to keep a watchful eye on her and make her unhappy. Despite these circumstances, she resolves to endure a little longer, planning to enter the monastery once she turns 25. The scene shifts to a slum village where a carriage, unusual for such a humble place, draws whispers from the dwellers. As the carriage door opens, Princess Lulin steps outside, causing confusion among the locals who question the presence of a noble lady in their midst. In response, Princess Lulin announces her identity as the Princess of Brigent, Lulin Avon Brigent, extending hospitality with the blessings of King Bastian and the Duke of Weisserk. The onlookers express surprise, wondering if she is indeed Lulin, the daughter of the executed queen. Princess Lulin takes charge, instructing Commander Tristan and the other officers to expedite the preparation of supplies. A line of needy people forms, and the princess personally distributes clothes to them one by one. Commander Tristan updates her on the completion of preparations for bread and milk, and she acknowledges the good work while also instructing to prepare shoes. Commander Tristan, curious about the use of the presents from Duke Almondite, questions Princess Lulin. In response, she reminds him that if even a knight like him is aware of the situation, then the Duke's actions must have caused quite a stir. When asked directly if she didn't like the presents, she clarifies that she indeed likes them very much. However, her intention is to make the Duke feel worse by giving these expensive gifts to others rather than returning them. Princess Lulin wears a conspiring, somewhat sadistic expression, making Commander Tristan slightly uncomfortable. Meanwhile, two lethargic knights loiter in a corner. One of them remarks that he's tired, and since the spectacle is over, it's time to go home. The other, gazing in Princess Lulin's direction, expresses disbelief about not understanding what the princess is thinking. He compliments her efforts, stating that she's really working hard, and he assumed that the princess would instruct them to do everything. The most sluggish among them replies that she'll still consider them dirty. He believes it's impossible for an arrogant princess like her. However, before he can complete his statement, a swift chop lands on both of their necks. In pain, they turn around, demanding to know who did it. Witnessing the furious presence of Commander Tristan in front of them, their spines shiver in fear. Commander Tristan rebukes them, questioning if their eyes are functional. He challenges them to see if her actions reflect the behavior of someone who thinks the people are dirty. In the midst of this, Princess Lulin, with a warm gesture, gently cleans a boy's dusty cheek. In this moment, she radiates a motherly nature, showcasing care for the child. Observing Princess Lulin's genuine intentions with the people, the sluggish knights feel a twinge of guilt for their earlier actions. After reminding them of their mistakes, Commander Tristan states that nobles who plan on giving charity in the slums usually only provide bread and milk, which merely addresses hunger. He emphasizes that a person's needs extend beyond just food. In an attempt to make the two knights realize their oversight, the commander points out that, despite their privileged upbringing in the capital, they have worse judgment of people than he does. With this observation, he takes his leave. Reflecting on their errors, the knights acknowledge that there was indeed a diverse array of items in the supplies. While not war supplies, the abundance of items was somewhat overwhelming. They suggest to each other that perhaps they should also assist the princess. Meanwhile, Princess Lulin remains occupied, assessing the scarcity of supplies. A thought nags at her mind that the supplies would have been perfect if only that ruby had been 1 carat bigger. As she attends to her duties, a person in a hooded garment notices her presence and wonders to himself if she is a princess. Princess Lulin is startled as she hears a sound from behind. As she turns, she becomes perplexed upon seeing a person who compliments her, stating that she is performing good deeds in a place like this and will serve as a model for all nobles. The person introduces himself as Ernell, the 4th patron who serves the Holy Father. Princess Lulin can hardly believe her eyes and wonders if he is the Archbishop from the Holy Land. As we wrap up today's segment, thank you for being with us until the very end. I'll be sharing fresh videos of this manga and exciting new series every weekend. Your support is invaluable, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated. Your encouragement keeps the channel thriving, and I appreciate it immensely. Until next time, take care and goodbye.